for test results, it just,
Okay.
so to
I'll make
start,
a motion
go
to
ahead, start.
excuse Mr. Garcia.
I'll
Have a
second.
motion And a second. Questions? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Invocation and pledge of allegiance. We can please stand. Anybody want to lead us? Okay, bow our heads. Dear Lord Heavenly Father, we come before you to thank you, dear Lord. Guide us, carry us, protect us, heal us, strengthen us, comfort us, dear Lord Heavenly Father, in your ways. And finally, dear Lord, to thank you for loving us and sending your Son to die on the cross for us. Please make this meeting a productive meeting, dear Lord, for our citizens and for all the entities in front of us, dear Lord. All these things I ask in your precious name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
a certified posting of agenda. I don't know if it was Arnold or the posting of the agenda.
On behalf of Ms. Anett, City Secretary, I can certify that the agenda was duly posted 72 hours in advance in accordance with statute, posted outside and online as well.
Thank you. No public comments. I didn't see any of that.
Okay, right now,
I didn't see any on the table. Okay. Next item, 6.1, under new business, presentation and selection of an agent of record regarding employee insurance benefits. Staff by Mr. Villarreal.
Mayor, as discussed at our last meeting, we invited all the respondents that responded to the employee insurance benefits agent of record to do a short presentation before the board. You should have score sheets in front of you, which will allow you to score accordingly individually, and then we'll compile those scores after. I think Jerry Villarreal on Friday should have sent you all a link with a Dropbox so you can see their qualification packet, what they actually responded with. But this gives you an opportunity to hear from them firsthand, maybe ask some questions that you didn't see in the packet, get a better sense, and it gives them an opportunity to do the same, to kind of explain, show what they weren't able to show, you know, in what you see in the packet. So we do want to keep it short. We are conscious of the lunch hour, so we said we'd give, what, each 5 minutes, was it? 5 minutes to present, brief Q&A, and then we move on to the next.
Mayor, we do recommend that we ask all the people who are presenting to step outside and only call in the firm who's presenting.
That sound fair, everybody?
So, Jerry Villarreal, are you here? Okay. I don't know if we have a certain order as far as how they came in, or if you have an order on your list. Or we can go alphabetical. We'll go alphabetical, so.
Good,
Jerry,
good. Yeah, thank all of you, first of all. Thank all of you for submitting your RFQs. And it's good to see, this is the first time we've ever done this here in our city. And good luck to all of you. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, it wish we could get all of you. But, you know, we'll come to one. But it's good to see good, friendly competition and amongst you all. And you all are very, very well mannered the last time you all were here, and very well dressed and mannered today as well. So kudos to all of you. A big shout out to all of you and everything you do. So thank you all. All right, so go ahead, Mike.
Jerry, who do we have first in alphabetical order?
We have Bob Trevino.
Okay. Isaac. Sure. Come up. Do we have all their packets? Our packets?
You want me to?
If they provide, yeah, bring them all.
Let me go.
That way, that's something to follow on too.
Do I wait a minute?
Come on in.
I wait a little bit?
Yeah, if you don't mind, real quick.
I don't
want to make sure everything's set, the mic's on.
Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sure. What were we representing? Or
Firm?
you?
So, so first of all, good afternoon. My name is Corina Gonzalez with Bob Trevino Insurance. They're gonna bring in the packets that we turned in for the RFPs.
You know, while we're waiting, we can go ahead and get started. We should get them
Yeah.
any second here, so.
Okay.
It'll be caught there, you go.
So,
Go ahead.
So our company has been the agent of record here since 2015. This coming year, hopefully, we appreciate your business, would be on the 7th year. We have total of 8 employees at our location with 5 licensed agents. And we believe we offer a high degree of customer service to all our groups here in the Rio Grande Valley. I've been with Mr. Trevino for 18 years. I've been a licensed agent for 20. I've been the servicing agent for this account since we came into the city. I'm an educator of employee benefits. I am the senior agent also at our office. And of course, I'm here always doing the presentation. So I have all these duties at the office. But I do work directly here with Jerry. In the last 2 years with the whole COVID, there has not been a lot of, I haven't seen him and we haven't done a renewal. So the last time that I was here, we did change from a carrier and we had a high rate increase. So we have done a change. In the last year, we didn't have to present because we had a 2-year rate guarantee. So there was no increases and everything just basically stayed the same, but we are coming on to our renewal. So one of the things that we do is when we have a renewal, I always meet with Jerry. We go over the renewal rates. We go over alternative rates with the same carrier, or we shop out for other companies. Doing that, we try to get what's best for the city and also for your employees. You're here in the city. I do provide a rate sheet of their cost per deduction. We provide the pamphlets with information. And we are your current agents for your medical, dental, and vision. Give me 1 second. So just wanted to briefly give you also, when there's rate increases, which there is one, they give us a high increase. I go back. We review it, we go to utilization. There is a 109.5 loss ratio with claims, but they still went ahead and worked with us and we brought it down from 15% to 7% increase. So we work with them before we even bring out the rates to try to give you the best option here for the city. So like I said, our agency has been the agents here for this city, and we appreciate everything that you guys do for us, and likewise as well. We try to help also and give back to every event, for fundraising, for Christmas parties, for everything that we try just to be involved here with the city as well. Do you all have any questions for me?
Questions? They said we changed medical.
When we first started, we had Blue Cross, and then we had a high increase, and you guys used to be a small group. So what we did, we changed it to the middle class when you started hiring more people. And we did have really good rates with another carrier, and then they hit us again the following year with a very, very high increase. Like a $400 premium to $600 premium. So we shopped around again, and we went back with Blue Cross, and they did give us the mid-market rates, which were great rates, and they did give us, they were less expensive. But of course, they did give us a 2-year rate guarantee, which I never really see on smaller groups, but they did do that for us last year because they wanted your business. And now that we are coming for the new renewal, there is a slight increase. But of course, with COVID and everything, we're having increases everywhere.
What's the name of that carrier, Corey?
Right now, you have Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay, so we went back. Or y'all
Yes,
went
you
back.
went back. So from a 15% increase, it went down to a 7%. Some of the members and employees with the high cost claims are no longer here, so they went ahead and knew they weren't going to have that high cost, so they worked with us to bring it lower. I did provide a summary and the whole annual report, and just recently to Jerry last week, where it says, the high claims, how much your premium is, matching your claims, and they're probably paying more claims than they are receiving premium. So the increase that you are getting is actually not a huge increase. And the difference, you do provide 2 different plans to your members. You have a low plan and a high plan.
Okay.
So the employees are able to choose what plan they would like to select.
I just have one question. Does that cover medication?
Yes,
Prescription medications?
yes,
Okay.
it covers everything. It even covers the vaccine for the COVID. And actually, I did bring here, you guys have a very rich plan for this city. Your base plan is a $750 deductible, and your high plan is a $500 deductible, which not even most of our districts have that. And I did forget to mention, since we do have a lot of business here, we do have school districts. We do have the county insured right now, and we have several school districts and small groups and housing authorities that we represent.
And that is time, Mayor.
Okay. Any questions, Olga?
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
If you're,
You're gonna give them time to.
yeah, if you want to take a couple of minutes, put some scores, that way at the end we're ready and we can fill them out. While we get ready for the second presenter, who's it gonna be? The food's here, I don't know if you wanna save it
So,
for
really
the
quick,
executive
the
session
scope
or
of
bring it out now
services,
while we're
how
doing
would
presentation?
you
one?
describe,
Whatever.
like, their availability?
What do you guys,
Go ahead and bring it on.
yeah, let's bring it out real quick. Try to poke, you have a chance.
Are we,
Until it's time to renew. So little to no. Mhm.
I just remember that we are Facebook Live, we are on Facebook Live and we are recording.
do the references at the very end?
Should be, sometimes we do
Yeah.
them different.
It looks like, yeah, it would be just the required.
They're all the same, right? Yes.
Oh, sandwiches.
References here.
I don't know if y'all wanna help yourselves to the platter, so it's kinda gonna be like a make your pick kind of thing.
Not right now. Thank you.
Are we ready? Yes. Wanna poke the next one?
Is everybody,
I'm
bring a little more time, or to begin with the, was it with?
Cuellar, the next one
Cuellar.
is Cuellar, Cuellar, and
There we go.
Alright, while you guys are finalizing that up, we'll get the group in. already for Goyette
Yes.
and Associates?
We-
Okay.
we
On the
got 'em.
scoring sheet, this is for Goyette and Associates, you wanna write that in and
Yes.
ready when you are, Mayor.
Thank you, go ahead.
Hi, well,
Got
good.
5 minutes, I believe, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Sergeant.
That's all right, that's all right. Good morning. I know that we are very grateful for you taking the time to actually create an entire meeting for us to come and present to you, so I really appreciate that. Our name is Quare and Associates LLC. My name is Angelina Villarreal. With us, we have Francisco, who is our employee benefits specialist, and we also have our Chief Operating Officer, Roland Cuellar Jr. himself. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to them while I give you guys a few of these little handouts, all right?
Good afternoon to all, and I appreciate the time and the opportunity to be with you all. Cuellar and Associates is what we call a single full suite insurance agency. We not only deal with insurance, we deal with financial services. We've been in business since 1991, 31 years and counting, thanks to God. And we specialize on different multiple venues in terms of lines of business, close to 17 different lines of business. What brings us here today is the opportunity to be your agent of record, be considered your agent of record for employee benefits. We've been working extensively with a number of accounts. My background, I'm a broker support specialist, which been working with each and every one of the brokers that are outside sitting. So I've been account managers helping their own accounts throughout the time. I'm here as part of the team because I had worked before as account manager for AFLAC, which I handle personally this account specifically on the supplemental side. So I'm very honored to be able to be considered to continue working with the whole team. Maybe Jerry, Arelis, and the rest of the team, Leticia. We have a thorough background experience with school districts, with cities, with counties and municipalities. We not only grant you the opportunity to be able to focus on the employee benefit side, but we have added an additional layer of support by technologies in terms of servicing, and also an additional support in terms of being able to grant individual coverage to all the employees. So many of our enrollments, as we speak, we typically take care of all the major enrollment in terms of core benefits and employee benefits, but we also grant the employees the opportunity to get discounts and quotes to discount on home and auto, life, among other individual products that may be suitable to them. We even assist employees that are on the borderline, especially school districts and counties in which the employees are close to the Medicare time, so we support them also in terms of exploring options for them. So we do the full suite of servicing throughout our tenure with our accounts. We expand our coverage in terms of our know-how in consulting and advocates in terms of commercial, general liabilities, property and casualty. So we can address every single need that may be of interest to the city, and we can provide solutions. We do not represent a single line of carriers. We represent all the carriers that are in the marketplace, depending on the line of business and the specific need for the city. None of our solutions granted are what we call shelf rates or rack rates. They're customized options suitable to the needs of the city. We will be able to pursue specific carrier proposals that will grant us reasonable assurance that the expectations of the city in terms of achieving savings and identifying expanded comprehensive coverage, because the marketplace has changed dramatically. Now we have a presence, a very high presence of East Coast carriers offering now to the West Coast with over 100 years experience, so they're very well-established brand names, and we have them as part of the array of offerings. So just see us as your main consultant, your right arm in all insurance needs and all employee benefits need and all insurance needs for the city. And we look forward to be able to support you in all your efforts and all your endeavors.
Yes, thank you so much. And like Francisco says, 100% correct. We're going to be the only ones to do that in the U.S. We've invested heavily in this part of the world. We just opened up our office in Roma, Texas. We like to consider one of our fullest heart clients. We call them that because they're part of the family, right? We do everything for Roma. We do the school, we do pollution, we do the city, we do the housing. We talked about the transit, PD, fire, right? We do surety bonds. We underwrite individual risk with certified risk managers. We'll waive our consulting fee the minute you become a client, and you can call us 24/7, 7 days a week, with anything that you have, any issues, any problems, even when it comes to, hey, you're getting yelled at by one of your teachers because she's about to go on Medicare and you don't know where to send her. Call us. We'll take care of it for you. This time.
Excellent, go ahead and finish.
Oh, thank you so much, sir. But really, when it comes to cities, we talk about individual risk. Your city is different from every other city in Texas, all 1,224 incorporated cities. Let us come in and understand your risk as Palmview sees it, not the way that your region sees it or your county. But let us understand you and build a relationship with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any questions?
Anybody have any questions? I know I was taking notes, so.
What factors do you look at to identify the needs of the city? What is it that?
So determining your risk factors are the biggest ones, right? Your flood, your windstorm, the ability for you to generate revenue, the ability for you to pay back your bonds, a lot of your housing needs, the GDP that incorporates your tax gain, right? We look at all those factors and we can develop an idea of where you're most at risk. So let's say you brought in a new computer system, but you have no firmware to protect against cybersecurity attacks. Well, we would look at rolling into cyber as your city's risk management. But you've never had a flood and you've been paying $25,000 a year for it, right? Well, let's see if we can roll it into your general liability. Small things like this and understanding your possibility of risk allows us to be the best risk managers. And then grouping that with your employee benefits, your supplemental, and creating a product line that's specifically tailored for your participation and the way that your employees engage with these specific products can bring down costs and create a better, more holistic approach to your entire city's infrastructure when it comes to how your employees, your teachers, your public works individuals engage with the benefits that you provide them. Thank you
Any
so
other
much.
questions?
Perfect. Thank you all so much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Permission to be
Thank you
excused.
again. And keep cool this week. I hear it's a hot one.
If anybody needs any additional sheets, we have some blank ones just in case, but who's next?
Higginbotham,
How many do they have?
there was 3 of them. Huh? No, I don't give them. But they only submitted like 4.
Is there individual scoring sheets or are they all in the paper?
Individual scores.
I can start putting them into my Excel so we can calculate.
Okay.
If you guys are okay with your scores, you can submit them, or would you rather hold on to the end so you can have a,
You can do it.
do it at the
We
end?
have it already, I'm saying we can start getting.
Yeah.
I like,
Oh,
I don't know,
well, I mean, they're not gonna see it yet, we won't see it yet, but we put them in the data.
I know.
You got it, makes sense, that's great.
Got the other one, Jerry?
They only submitted 3, so,
Share.
now,
Who's they?
You wanna take this?
yes, if you're done with this one, just put it there.
This is Higginbotham?
Yes.
oh, it's not working, you wanna switch it? Oh, it's off right now.
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, I think it was on.
Okay. For Higginbottom, for this one, they advises that the team that's gonna present came down with COVID. They apologize they weren't able to present. Their response to the packet was very, preliminary. They really wanted the opportunity to present, but, so right now we would just base it, I guess, off the qualifications. They were one that had something interesting that had like an employee handbook booklet. When we hire somebody, you give them the city of Palmview with all the benefits. It was really interesting. I don't know if these other entities or firms do that, but that'd be something neat.
signature by our name, right, evaluator?
You can, just initial.
Initial or
Yeah,
sign-
okay.
When y'all are done on this one, just let Jerry know from Mr. Leo so that Jerry can bring the other packets. The other packet.
How many more do we have? Two?
Two.
All right.
And they're, I think they're,
Who's next?
Anybody need more time on the ticket and bottom?
Where is the packet?
Yeah.
They only
Oh, they
submitted three.
picked it up already?
Give her the packet, I'm sorry.
It's,
My bad. I forgot that they only had three.
okay.
Are we ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jaramillo?
how to make it, yes. I can call them.
Do it on time.
And if any of us have questions, you know, Barry's here, Mike is here as well, right? And Ben as well, so if y'all have any questions on, it's pretty self-explanatory. No question is a dumb question.
We will answer as best we can. We are on Facebook Live or social media, so we can't talk specifically of specific employee claims and things of that nature, but everything else we can.
Okay, Rick?
Yes, go ahead, you
Okay,
have
very
5
good.
minutes and
5 minutes.
you need a little more, just
Very good, okay.
work with you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mayor, council members. My name is Pete Jaramillo, Pete Jaramillo Insurance Services, and this is Janie Canchola, one of our insurance agents at the office. And so just a little bit about our experience. I've been in licensed for over 30 years by the Texas Department of Insurance, and I've had my own insurance agency for 19 years, located on Sherry Road in Mission. And Janie's a local resident here in Palmview, has been working with us for 4 years. A little bit about our staff. I have 2 insurance agents, Ms. Janie and another agent. And then we have 3 account managers that have experience. One of them has over 20 years experience, and the other one has 10 years experience. And we have 1 administrative assistant. So we have a staff of 6. And so a couple of things with our references. We work with 3 municipalities and 2 school districts. Just to give an example, we work with the city of Rainville and the city of Mission. When recently we acquired the business of the Hidalgo County Irrigation District number 6, and incidentally, we were able to help them save money with their health insurance and the additional voluntary benefits that they currently have. So we were able to save them some money. So that's, our goal is always to work with the administrative staff in trying to find the best plan, the most affordable, cost-effective, with very good benefits. And as you all know, it's a challenge a lot of times due to the fact that as we get older, there's more claims. And so it's a challenge to try to work with clients to look at their plans and see what we can do, what changes we can make. And so we've been very proud that we've been able to help some of our clients, as I mentioned to you, in past years. And so we work with a couple of school districts here in the valley. Just another example of some savings, one of the local San Isidro School District, we were able to help them save money on their life insurance plan. So those are some of the examples of what we've been able to do with some of our clients. And one of the things that we included in the packet was an implementation schedule. And so that schedule will keep us on track as far as the process of installing the case and managing the case throughout the year. So we may have to make some changes to it, but we included that implementation schedule so that staff would be able to look at that, and then we would work on that schedule as the year goes by. Additionally, we have, as I mentioned, Ms. Janey is involved in the community, and she is a licensed insurance agent. So that's something that we've done as well. I think that really works well for us. Is there any questions?
Now, you talked about helping us entity save money. Just with the overall, how many citizens do we have? Because we, not citizens, but 50, about 50 some?
Employees?
That are in our insurance. 'Cause
The
not all of
ballpark
them-
estimate, 56 employees.
So
that
thinking
currently
about
work.
56 employees, what would be your, strategy to help? You talked about flexibility, which is big.
Sure.
And how could you, help save money and provide better services to our employees?
So let me address as far as management of the account and service. Janie, as I mentioned, is here. We would assign her, and she would be the local project manager, and then we have an account manager that would be in charge of managing the account on a day-to-day basis, working with HR, pretty much enrolling people, new employees as they come on board, usually every 2 weeks or every month. We're here to provide the benefits to the new employees, go over the benefits. And one of the interesting things also that I feel like it's a differentiating factor for us is that we also help individuals when they get ready to retire. So we help them with their Social Security benefits, with their qualifying for their retirement benefits and Social Security. So that's one of the things that we do also. And then as far as helping the client save money, what we would do with the city of Palmview and the plan, we would look at the plan to see, I know that I think you have a fully insured plan. We would look at the fully insured plan, look at other options, look at other carriers. We've worked very well with the companies that are the most competitive in the marketplace in this area. We work with them, so we would look at that fully insured plan. We would also look at possibly a level funded plan. So those are a couple of things that we would look at. Now, because we're so close to your anniversary date, it would be a challenge to see if there's anything out there better, but obviously, if that is, once we look at the plan and so, in closing, I just wanted respectfully, based on these items that I mentioned, respectfully, I ask for your consideration to be your agent of record. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Janie.
with
We have
the same
extras.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have extras.
Unless you need it, but.
No, just to let you know.
Okay, that's fine. The one that you
Yes,
sent.
yes.
Okay, did you mix them up?
I only have 4 of those.
Okay,
Oh,
we're gonna have to share this.
yeah. Go, pass it on. Pick it up right now when you do that.
Who's this? Oh, okay. Okay.
Anybody need more time? And if you do, go ahead, Starsky, because I'm getting ready to, I'm not done myself.
Are you on Jaramillo or are you on the next one?
On the next one.
Oh, you want, okay.
We're ready for the next
If you're ready for the next one, we'll bring them in, you can do.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. They're the last
Ready?
ones.
I'm ready.
It's 12:50 right now. They are the last ones. We still have our audit, which should take about maybe 10 minutes, give or take. And then one short executive session item, but just FYI.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are RJ Garza. We've been in business since 2010. I'm Leti Garcia, and this is Kim Castellanos. I work for RJ Garza. I used to work for Brown & Brown for 20 years before that. I've been in the business for 25 years. So has RJ since 1996, and it's in the insurance license. We are HUB certified, and we have our MBE. We submitted some references there that I think we did the same references for the RFP, and I think they really went through the references. They called our references. We are here today to talk a little bit about us and the opportunity to serve the city of Palmview. We have other cities. We are currently the agents for County of Hidalgo, for the medical and the voluntary products. We also do other insurances, which is property and casualty. We do the Obamacare. We also do student insurance for other school districts. So we do other voluntary products like disability, cancer, all of those products. And we have several clients, and some of them are for just student insurance, some of them are just medical, some of them are voluntary. We're all diversified. We are here to offer our services. We are familiar with your benefits, which you have Blue Cross Blue Shield currently. And they are good benefits, and we would like to continue the servicing throughout your year. We are here to offer to reconcile, to help you reconcile, to help you with your billings and making
So
sure.
that would also help with the reconciliation?
Yes.
Reconciliation.
As a matter of fact, when you do the open enrollment, the first month is very crucial, because Blue Cross Blue Shield used to honor the agent and say, well, I made a mistake. This person during enrollment wanted this product, and now they don't want that plan. They want another plan. They're only going to give us 30 days from now on. So if you don't reconcile within the first 30 days of the enrollment, then whatever decision is there, that's the way it's going to stay for a whole year.
So one other question, so that's good. How can you, coming in, we've got about, like 50, 60 employees that are actually on a plan. How can you help us save money and better customer service to our employees in our department?
What we can do is maximize your benefits. You do have a lot of products through Blue Cross Blue Shield that we can offer to the client, which is they offer like the teledoc that they can call teledoc. You call a doctor before, like if it's a weekend,
Telemedicine.
Saturday, Sunday, or at midnight and your child is hurt, you call the teledoc and they'll try to help you or refer you to where you need to go, which is a hospital or an urgent care. And then the health fairs, they also have health fairs through the teledoc and all the Blue Cross Blue Shield. They also offer EAP programs just in case you have financial problems or you have mental or depression. All of those benefits are available, diabetic. So educating your employee and maximizing their benefits for their dollars is very important. That's the first thing. We will submit all the flyers, bring in all those flyers for all the employees in Spanish and English, and make them aware of all the benefits that they have currently. And if we prevent, we will save money. We don't wait until you have an emergency like a diabetic coma and you end up in the hospital when you could have read your readings and you could have saved money by going to the doctor and getting your medications. So that's number one. Number two, then we can look at the numbers, look at the options, then the benefits that you currently have, and see if you do have the best benefit for your dollar. And if you do, that's great, and then we will work around what you currently have or get you different plans that'll make you a better money-wise decision.
Would you all come and do the presentation for the employees
Yes.
yourself to explain?
Yeah, we do enrollments, and as a matter of fact, we have an enrollment right now with all the TLC pharmacies and Apple pharmacies, and we we see the employee. We want them to know what's available and what's the best product for their money. We don't sell, we don't hard sell. If you can't afford it, I'm not gonna sell you a Cadillac if I know you can afford a Chevy, you know? We don't want people to be overspent with benefits. They can afford what they can afford, and we offer those plans. We don't tell people, well, buy this because, and make the most commission. I don't work that way. I've never worked that way because people can't afford it and they're gonna drop it anyway. And don't put a burden on their monies.
And then our staff also wants to make sure that everybody understands their benefits, especially during open enrollment. What we stress a lot too is when you get your cards, download the app. Download the Blue Cross app. Download the Teladoc app. Make sure you have it, you understand. We show you how to use it before you have to use it, because once you're sick, you don't want to. And it's so much easier if you already have it available to you. So education, we want to make sure that all the employees understand.
And when you have, normally when they have health fairs or when they have events in the district or the cities or county, we're available. We'll take our products, whatever they currently have. If I sold you Blue Cross, I'll take all the material so that if people have questions or they don't understand, they'll come to us and say, hey, how can you help me? I have this bill, they didn't pay this much. How much more can they pay? Or how can you, and we'll answer questions. We're not gonna be a 1 year. You're gonna see me every year that it's enrollment. We're gonna be involved until the employees understand. I mean, we don't wanna overdo it either. You know?
See.
Yeah.
Any other questions? I know we went a little over.
Is there supplemental plans
Yes, ma'am.
included?
Yes. You currently have AFLAC.
Okay,
You did your homework.
very good.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Any more questions?
And then Jerry? Thank you very much.
Thank
Good
you.
luck. After
Thank
that-
you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the opportunity.
So what we'll do, whenever y'all are ready, turn in the scores. We're gonna do a two-step verification. I don't know if then or staff wants to go first. They'll put them in the spreadsheets, and then the second party will do that. Meanwhile, we're moving with our meeting. We have our audit. We'll still have another item, so we don't lose time, but whenever y'all are ready. You want staff to do it first? Get a spreadsheet ready? No, whatever. What is? Sure, you want staff to go get you guys? Yeah. Same one? You want to scratch one out? Scores different. But we gotta scratch this one out, so it's supposed to go way off, right? Oh, the whole thing? Oh, okay. Gotcha. That works.
Item 6.2, and then we can
Proceed.
move right in.
Sure.
Okay, item 6.2, discussion and action, and possible action on the approval of City of Palmview, annual audit report for fiscal year ending September 30th, 2020, staffed by, Mr. Neal and our finance department.
Okay. Mayor, briefly, it's the audit that we had on our agenda last week, but we tabled it for today to give the auditor some time to present. Mr. Orozco stepped out, he'll be here in a minute. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and pass them out. This is for the fiscal year ending 2020. For the last year, we relied on a CPA to assist us and guide us through the process and get everything ready and work with our auditor. So this is what this is going to be about. Moving forward, as you all know at our meeting last week, we are contracting somebody that can step in right away and help us with the reconciliation to move forward for our upcoming audit while we continue to search for a permanent finance director. So we're just going to wait a minute here for Mr. Orozco.
Are we getting a recommendation? Or refresh me on the purpose of it's just a report, right?
Yeah,
A refresher, the report.
There are findings, and then there's what do you call that term for the, you get a qualified, unqualified opinion or things.
Yeah, we're presenting an opinion on the financial
Opinion.
statement.
There you go.
Opinion on financial statements and opinion on your major federal programs. This will be the first year you'll see one of those because of the CARES Act. So we'll cover that a little bit.
I thought the other people were gonna stick around, but they left, so we'll come back to that item when we're ready. Mr. Orozco, we're just talking to council here as far as the presentation of the audit, so whenever you guys are ready.
Oh, okay.
They should have a copy of the handout.
Yes, we do, thank you.
See this thing?
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of the City Council. My name is Luis Orozco, and with me is Mr. Jesus Moncayo. We conducted the audit for the year ended September 30, 2020, for the city. A little bit of history before actually the presentation. We've had, obviously, from the beginning, we have meetings with management, requested records, do all the audit and procedures necessary in order for us to conclude the audit. About maybe a couple of weeks, a week and a half, we met finally with management as far as the conclusion of the audit. We went over the major components of the report. We went over also the items that we're about to present. We considered some recommendations, some items that we saw through the conduct of the audit. And basically, from here on, we do not expect any other modifications to the report. We consider that this is the final report. From here, we'll provide the city, they already have a copy of it. We'll provide the final copy, and then they'll do the proper process to submit it to the federal agencies, state agencies, whoever requires the report. I'd also like to mention to you, there's a lot of information on this audit, on this particular report. If I'm gonna go over the major components of this particular report, if for any reason you feel that perhaps you need more time to digest the entire report, or to go through over some other items that we may not cover today, feel free to call us, or you have any questions, either through management or through our office. We'll make sure that we answer those questions for you. Or if you decide that perhaps maybe another presentation is more suitable, we'll make sure that we come back again and answer those questions for you. Again, considering the timeliness of the audit report. I'm going to cover certain items. Mr. Moncayo will cover some other items. He was 100% involved in the audit. And the first thing that I would like to do is point out to you on the opinion on the financial statements. That is on started on page 7. and going over page 8 and 9. What I'd like to focus is on page 8 of that particular report. And more on the first paragraph on top of the page, is under the caption